Hi everyone, my name is Meg Carter. I am a 2024 project management graduate of RMIT's Bachelor of Project Management with Honours. I'm currently working for an engineering and sustainability consultancy in the city of Melbourne as a project coordinator, leading different energy efficiency and engineering-led projects with a great team there. So in terms of my experience conducting research practice 1 and 2 with the School of Property Construction and Project Management, I certainly found it a super empowering course. I think it's the first time throughout your university degree that you might get to engage in fully self-led learning. There's not a lot of guidance in terms of where you want to focus your research assignment, there's plenty of guidance, but there's a lot of freedom with the area that you choose to invest your time in. I think that's really important to remember that you will be investing your time into this assignment. So try to pick something that gives you good returns. In terms of how I felt at the start of the course, I was super confused. In reality, I was probably fairly overwhelmed because it's a new skill, research, something that's only really introduced at the latter part of our tertiary education. And it can be quite daunting to engage in independent study and research itself. So yeah, I remember feeling quite overwhelmed, but I was confident in the topic that I had chosen, in that I was really interested in the area of study. I completed my honours thesis looking at project management's role in disaster preparedness and also the role of ecosystem and natural environments and how they fare to protect against natural disasters. Something that was really interesting to me and I found really engaging and that I wanted to learn about. So I use this as an opportunity, I suppose, to expand my own understanding of an area that I wanted to. At completing the course, at the time of completion, I felt a huge amount of pride and also relief. Finishing your thesis, I think, is certainly up there with one of the top moments of university, in my opinion. It's a huge weight lifted off your shoulders, and generally speaking, if you've done a good job, you should feel an immense amount of pride for the piece that you've produced. You may have not have got the answers that you wanted or a conclusion with a neat and tidy bow, but yeah, you've completed something that a lot of people don't, and you should be proud of that. In terms of new skills that I gained, I guess, during the course, it certainly enhanced my ability to study independently, and time management plays a huge role in the production of your thesis. There's also a little bit of trial and error when you're mapping out, I suppose, what you want the piece to look like and your research methodologies, and I suppose finalizing the approach that you are going to take that's best suited to the skills and strengths that you have. I think was really unique. So in terms of the research skills and knowledge gained at during the course and how I've applied them in my current role, certainly in different ways, all of the skills that I just mentioned around time management and critical thinking and independent work are certainly things that will help you and aid you as a young professional. I also am super grateful, like I said, for the opportunity to pick an area of study that interests me. As I said, I worked for engineering and sustainability consultancy, and whilst I'm not working in disaster preparedness or prevention, the area that I studied has a lot of parallels with other areas that I work in, including climate mitigation and risk assessment, and some consulting type projects that I get to take part in. And I'm really grateful that I have some sort of foundational knowledge that I suppose I wouldn't have had coming from a purely project management background. It gave me a little bit more, I suppose, what you might call technical or subject matter expertise than if I had picked a different topic for my thesis. So it's certainly helped me in my current role, which is great. And yeah, all of those transferable skills that I mentioned at the start as well will certainly help. And then I suppose the skills and knowledge to my career development, research certainly opened my eyes to a whole different side of my professional career that I could be interested in. I met some really great mentors during this process, including Salman and Tom Simcoe, my Research 2 mentor, who I believe that if I ever needed career development or support, they would be able to support me. But apart from, I suppose, the connections that I made throughout the process, yeah, it's just given me a real sense of drive, I think, to be open to experiences like research, but also some of those, like, again, I bang on about it, but the independent working and the autonomy that you get to practice throughout this course is a truly invaluable skill, and I think that everyone would benefit from partaking.